My brother has always wanted to prove that God doesn't exist. I've done it, Michael, he triumphantly announced last night. He hadn't. As we would learn by the end of the evening, Jack had achieved quite the opposite, and for that, we would both pay. Come again? I asked, lifting my eyes from the phone screen. My brother sank deeply into his squeaking armchair, blank gaze fixed to the wall ahead, fixed to anything but me. His profile swam in a shallow pool of orange cast by the table lamp beside him. The lounge felt darker at that moment. It was only around 6 in the evening. Only minutes earlier, the lamp's glow had cut far more cleanly through the shadows of the room. The dark was taking the light. It was infesting the brightness and safety of the room with its ever-growing tendrils that were reaching towards us. These are observations that I have only digested upon reflection, as I was never one for magical thinking, never one for spirits, never one for religion. At the time, my rational mind simply compartmentalized my doubt, my thoughts on the living room's disjointed ambience. Instead, I let bemused thoughts reign in my mind. Jack, I pressed, failing to contain my laughter. Did you just say what I— Yes, he interrupted. You heard me correctly. I've proved that there is no God. I grinned. Which God? All of them, he replied. I always told my brother that I shared his belief, that I was too rational to believe in spiritual or religious concepts. However, he always asserted that this wasn't enough. In our youth, he once said, I'm not talking about belief, I'm talking about proof. There is no way of disproving God, I pointed out. Nobody's proved his existence, so how on earth would you disprove him? Most people plaster religion over their anxious wounds. It's a source of comfort for them. For Jack, it was always the opposite. He sought to disprove religion, all religion. To my brother, there was nothing more terrifying than the possibility of a deity, or multiple deities. There shouldn't exist anything that powerful, he said. Doesn't it scare you, Michael? The idea of something far greater than us? I shrugged. I just don't think you should waste your life on this. It's an obsession, Jack. At this point, in our teenage years, he'd already wasted 18 years on the pursuit, and I'd wasted 12 years listening to him prattle tirelessly about the subject. I truly believed this holy or